Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For our project to DID 200 interior design, I'm the lecturer in charge, and I'm the one is going to give you the lecture about the retail design. And my name is Dr Azizah. Okay, in this lecture, I'm going to cover about 5 topics, which are: the first one is about the understanding the retail design. The second topic about what is branding and identity. And then the third one is about retail spatial organization. And the topic 4, I'll cover about the retail interior atmosphere. And the last topic, I'll cover about the retail design detail. Okay, so the first topic is about the understanding the retail design. Okay, first you need to know the definitions of retail designs. When we look into the words retails is actually refers to the activity of selling goods and services directly to consumers or end users. However, the retail designs is a different definition, which is actually a creative and commercial discipline that combines several different areas of expertise together in the design and constructions of retail space. And of course, the retail design is actually primarily specialized practice of architecture and interior designs, and it also incorporates elements of interior decorations, industrial designs, graphic designs, ergonomics, and advertising. So first, I would like to explain about the retail sectors. Yeah, what is a retail sectors actually? So retail sectors is about the uh, types of a business, yeah, in this industry, in the retail industries. There are 4 types of business that cover under the retail sectors, which are: the first one is from the food industry. It includes the retail from the supermarket, market hall, the market, and also the specialty food stores. And from the home industries cover the retail on the DIY or do it yourself, the furniture, the fabrics, and the cookware. From the fashion industries covers the clothing, the shoes, the accessories, and also you can find a retail on the beauty products. And from the leisure and entertainment industries, you can find a retail on the sports, on the technology, travels, and finance. So, uh, how do you need to know the site for these retail industries? Okay, there are 4 retail sites yang kita selalu cover lah, yang kita selalu discovered, yeah, in the industry. There are department stores, high street, shopping mall, and also the out of towns. Okay, so what is the differences between the department stores and the shopping mall? So look like the same, right? But it's actually the interpretation is different. A department store is actually a retail with many kinds of merchandise arranged in departments and is situated in one building. However, a shopping mall is a unit made up of one or multiple buildings that house various different shops. It's bigger than a department store and it can incorporate many department stores in the same buildings. Okay, so for example, okay, to conclude lah senang cerita, department store is made of a lots of departments. However, the shopping mall consists of a lots of shops, yeah, inside one building. So the example for the department store that we can find in Malaysia, like a Jasco, the Isetan, the Giant, and the Tesco. However, the shopping mall you can find it in Pavilion, Berjaya Times Square, or in Mid Valley. Okay, so for the high street categories, you can see the retail sites like shop lots, yeah, a business center or arcades. And the last one is out of town, means that the retail like a premium retail outlet, train station, yeah, a shop at the train station, and shop that you can find at the airports, or shop that you can find at the petrol or a service station, and many more. Okay, so and then I would like to explain to you about the type of retail store. Okay, for a normal shop that we can find out there, we can call it as a brand store. Yeah, that is for a normal shop. Yeah, but there are also a variety of shop that you can find in the retail industry, which is the first one, a concept store. Concept store is actually a shop that sells a carefully curated and unique selections of products that connects to an overarching themes. Yang ni jenis yang dia ada konsep lah, kan? Macam apa benda kita boleh tengok contoh-contoh dia macam hmm, benda Puma ke, Adidas ke, macam tu lah. Ya, dia ada konsep dia tersendiri, ataupun mungkin uh, uh, apa benda dari segi pelbagai jenama like makeup ke, kan, dia ada konsep store dia sendiri, macam like a Sephora. Sephora is about the makeup or from a beauty industries, kan. So dia ada dia punya konsep store sendiri, dia ada unique selection of products yang boleh letak dekat dia punya shop. Okay, so another another type of retail store is a flagship store. A flagship store is the lead store in a retail chain, acting as a showcase for the brand or retailer. And it is also the most flexible store in the chain. Okay, flag store ni dia tak banyak. Yeah, normally in a worldwide, for example, to cover the Southeast Asia, maybe there's only one flag store in the Southeast Asia region. And most likely kalau kita tengok kebanyakan big brand, kan, dia ada flagship store dekat Singapore, for example, to cover area region Southeast Asia lah. Okay, contoh macam Barbie ke, kan, flagship ni dia cover a lot of range of products, not like a branch store ataupun a branch shop, dia tak cover banyak products. Yeah, okay, so another type of retail store is a pop-up store or events. A pop-up store or event store is actually a store that is open temporarily to take advantage of a fetish trend or seasonal demands. Your product is actually typically short-lived or related to a particular holiday. So in Malaysia, for example, whenever we have festive seasons like Hari Raya, Deepavali, Christmas, and Chinese New Year, you can find a lot of pop-up store and event. Yeah, kalau macam in the overseas, they have a 4 seasons, and unlike Malaysia, they have a 4 seasonal climate, and then maybe they have a store for spring and summer, autumn, and winter lah. Okay, so another type of retail store is a lifestyle store. A retail store that is selling a wide variety of products categories under a single brand. It may include clothing, housewares, furniture, stationery, gifts, and so on. And this type of lifestyle store normally dia sangat besar lah. For example, you can find it in the IKEA. So if you familiar with the IKEA, whenever you go to the IKEA, you can find a lot of product. Yeah, variety of products have been been sold there, as well as like Muji pun sama, kan. Siapa yang suka pergi Muji tu, dia akan find apa benda clothing, you can find a stationery, you can find furniture, housewares, semuanya yang tak ada corak lah kalau muji punya brand. Okay. Okay, so the another type of retail store is a concession store. Concession store ni is actually a miniature store operated by the brand and located within a larger store in return for paying a lease or a percentage of their sales to the larger store. For example, ni contoh you can find in Watson lah. For example, if you go into the Watson yang besar sikit, you pergi dekat area makeup, you go the makeup area and you can find a lot of brands yang letak concession section dia lah kat situ, under the concession display. So you can find a lot of brand like Revlon, Maybelline, Simplicity, tak ingat lah lagi apa benda punya brand name kat situ. So that's what we call a concession set store. Sama juga macam if you go to the Jasco dekat bahagian woman punya clothing ke kan, you akan find a lot of brand name kat situ. Dia akan ambil certain spaces and they display their products under their brand name kan, and then itu yang kita panggil sebagai concession store. Okay, so the second topic is about what is branding and identity. First, before you open a retail store, you need to know about the branding. The brand ni ataupun the identity is actually you already learn in the semester 2 kan. Semester 2 you belajar pasal corporate identity, the same like this on the retail. Only dia slightly berbeza lah, dia more macam meriah sikit lah compare kepada corporate. Okay, so it's actually the brand ni sebenarnya is representing the store image. So there are lots of image that you can find out by looking at the brand only. For example, some of the brand they show the image of authority. Some of the brand or the store image represent the elegant, the subdued, and the rich in material, and many more. And the image is actually whenever you sebut nama brand tu, is actually you boleh imagine dah the price, the quality of the product, the value, the level of service, and the uniqueness of the product. Okay, I'll give you an example lah, contoh. Biasa tak, you tahu tak pasal Habib Jewels? Habib Jewel dengan Seri Pinang, kedai emas Seri Pinang. You dah boleh bayangkan tak dia punya image, Habib Jewel kedai punya image dengan kedai emas Seri Pinang punya image. Even though they are selling the same products, tapi in terms of the price, the quality, the interior, shop atmosphere is different. The level of service dia pun different. Okay, so it's something like that lah. Brand is actually representing the whole image of the stores. Okay. So when we look at the concept, actually the brand can be in the form of a person, person ataupun orang boleh dikenali sebagai brand. Okay, another thing, brand might be in the form of event or experience. Brand can be in the form of products. Brand can be in the form of logo, a slogan, and also a campaign. So you can find a brand punya form ni dalam pelbagai bentuk, in a variety of form. Okay, so if you look at the brand itself, it has personalities. Kalau you sebut contohnya Adidas, Puma, apa lagi nama sport ni? Kalau you sebut nama kedai-kedai sport tu, you dah boleh bayangkan Adidas tu macam mana, Puma tu macam mana, Al-Ihsan tu macam mana, dia punya personalities. And the brand has a character. It also has a value, it also have a stories, it also have a histories, and it can be expressed in variety way. Okay. Okay, let's move to the brand principle. Ya, brand ni dia ada principle dia sendiri. Dia ada essence. Ya, essence ni is actually the identify what is the hearts of the business and the nature of that product or that brand. Macam tu. And then it's also a values. The term brand values ni can be explored through what the organization's moral and standards and how they manifest themselves in the brand. So, like I explained earlier in the Habib Jalil and Seri Pinang, you already know the values of the product, the values of the brand. And also it's carry the image. The brand image is one of the most important aspects in brand development and is paramount in showing the essence and values of the organization to the world through visual means. And brand principle also demonstrate the big ideas. What the big ideas behind the brand. Yeah, so you selalu tertunggu a new product coming out, kan? So the brand ni kita dah tahu dah, okay, kalau dia contoh brand yang agak mantap ke atau brand yang agak popular ke, kalau dia announce dia nak keluar produk baru, and we already know lah, kita dah boleh imagine what is the quality dia. Contoh macam Nike kan, okay, they are coming out with the new shoes ke apa benda ke, so you can expect what is the new innovation is going to apply dalam dia punya new product. So that is the big idea. And then the brand principle also carry a cash generator. Yeah, behind every brand is the ambition to make money. It is fundamental to know how this will happen. And also the strength attractor. Yeah, this is what I told you earlier. Some products may bring unknown or additional offers that be made under the products. Yeah, it is important to question what else people use or need the brand for. And the brand also ada culture dia sendiri lah. Yeah, who is the market, the consumer user, and what does it feel like to be part of this culture. Yeah, contoh macam some of the brand is target for a younger consumers. Yeah, teenagers. Yeah, for the adult punya target market ke macam mana ke. Okay, so these are the brand name yang agak popular lah, yang kita kenal lah. Whenever we look at the brand, we already know what products they sell. Yeah, for example, look at the Campbell's. Kita tahu dah, this is a food punya products. Yeah, and then when you look at the Cartier, kita dah tahu dah, this is very exclusive punya products. When you look at H&M, you dah tahu dah macam mana dia punya product. So brand name ni sebenarnya dia carry macam saya cakap tadi lah. Yeah, it can be a person, it can be a products, it can be a service kan. Kalau macam Visa ni, dia berbeza lah. Dia tak adalah offer product, tapi dia offer services. Same like a Pizza Hut, dia offer product and services at the same time. Yeah, apa benda take out ke, delivery service ke, apa benda ke, macam tu lah. Right? Okay. So let's move forward. We go to the topic 3, which is the retail spatial organization. So this is a very crucial part in our project. You need to understand the spatial organization before you design untuk project ni. Okay, what are those? Okay, biasanya spatial organization will involve about the space planning. Yeah, I'm going to explain to you about the layout plan, the circulation area, the service and ancillary area, and display area. Apa dia benda 4 ni? So 4 ni is actually adalah space yang wajib ada di dalam sebuah retail. Yeah, if you look into the layout, this layout, you can find that these symbols represent the display area. So it must have the display spaces in the retail design. And it must have a circulation area juga. So circulation area tu macam ni lah, ini contoh sajalah kan. Okay, dia mesti ada circulation area. And they must have a storefront transitions. Ya, macam katakanlah kat sini kawasan di luar ni adalah mall, and before you enter into the shop, they must have the storefront transition. Before you tengoklah setiap dia punya barang ke apa benda ke, and they must also have the service space. Ya, service space kat sini, service space at the back of the shop. Ya, okay, I'll explain later in detail. Okay, first take a look at the layout plan. Yeah, so they are actually a 6 basic store layout and circulation plans that all provide in a different experience. Okay, kita ada the straight plan. Ya, kalau tengok, inilah dia punya layout. This is the layout for a straight plan, which is divide the transitional areas from one part of the store to other part by using wall to display the merchandise. Biasanya kita very straightforward lah. Kita masuk je, kita nampak lah semuanya. The design can be used for a variety of stores ranging from pharmacy to apparel. And then the second one is a pathway plan. This is more suitable for large store. If you go to the IKEA, IKEA gunakan benda lah ni this type of plan, pathway plan. Instead, you have to finish all the course baru dapat keluar daripada kedai tu. Okay, in this plan, there is a path that is unobstructed from the shop fixtures. This smoothly guide the consumer through the back of the store. This is well suited for apparel department stores as the clothes will be easily accessible. Okay, so ini contoh dia punya layout. And then you also have a diagonal plan. Diagonal plan means that you tengok dia punya fixtures, display fixtures dia semua dalam bentuk diagonal. Uses parameter design which cause angular traffic flow. The cashier is in central location and easily accessible. The plan is more suited for self-service retail. And we also have a curve plan. Okay, ini contoh layout for a curve plan lah. Aims to create an intimate environment that is inviting. Soalnya menarik sikit lah kalau curve plan ni, sebab dia lain daripada yang lain kan. Okay, in this plan, there is an emphasis on the structure of the space, including the walls, corners, and ceiling. That is achieved by making the structure curve and is enhanced by circular floor fixtures. Although this is a more expensive layout, it is more suited to smaller spaces like saloon or boutiques. Okay, so number 5. Number 5, we have a varied plan. Yang ni number 5. So dia ada pelbagai setting lah, pelbagai physical setting dalam dia kalau you tengok. Maksudnya dekat sini biasanya kenapa dia ada pelbagai setting? Because this plan attention is drawn to special focus area. Biasanya dia ada special features display lah dekat dalam kedai dia. As well as having a storage areas that line the wall. This is best suited to footwear and jewelry retail stores. And the last one is a geometric plan. A geometric plan normally uses the racks and the retail for fixtures to create a geometric. Kalau kita tengok the layout plan dia pun akan berbentuk geometric lah. And the circular movement. Dia akan pergi kepada setiap fixtures tu, dia punya movement of dia dalam bentuk circular. By lowering part. The ceiling certain areas can create defined retail spaces. And normally it well suited for appeal stores. Okay, so what is the best store layout for your business? Everything will depend on your products. You nak layout yang macam mana? You want a great layout, which is the most simple, or you want to go for a diagonal layout yang maximize the space in the smaller stores, or you want to go for the angular floor plan, which is work well for the high-end stores. Kalau go for the high-end stores, tengok mostly dia macam angular lah kan. So which one? It actually depends on the products. You have to study dulu you punya produk apa benda, and then you kena faham dulu dia punya brand macam mana, the target market, and then baru you boleh decide dia punya layout. Okay, so what are the things that you need to consider while doing the circulation? Okay, biasanya circulation is about the human circulation and the path. It is a pathway lah. and there are the routes, are the arrow, are the way of communication towards the products, and also the interest towards the products. And it also divided by the space divisions, areas between the products and merchandising. So that's what we call a circulation. Yeah, circulation is actually is the first task you need to identify to decide lah macam mana circulation of the layout tu dulu before you design dia punya display ataupun dia punya space tu lah. So circulation diagrams are produced as ways of thinking and describing different schemes to the client. Ya, kita akan tengok plan, kita akan tengok section, kita akan tengok actually first thing first you have to study dulu dia punya product. Then baru you will decide what display macam mana. Once you decide the display, and then baru you boleh tengok lah you punya layout plan tu akan jadi macam mana. Okay, so the circulation performs two main tasks in the retail schemes. The first is to allow for the flow of people in the form of walkways. Yeah, this must be wide enough for at least two people to pass each other comfortably. So jangan buat you punya layout plan tu too compact. Seorang je boleh lalu, sempit sangat. Tu dari segi ergonomik dia tak berapa betul lah. Yeah, so at least you must allow two people dekat dia punya circulation tu, circulation area tu, at least two people can lalu lah dekat kawasan tu. Okay, whether walking or in a wheelchair or pushing a pram. Yeah, the second is to take the customer to the merchandise and allow them ample space to browse without bumping into other people's of display. So maksudnya circulation ni dia bawa dua function. Pertama is as a walkways, ya, supaya orang boleh browse through keseluruhan kedai. Yang kedua is also maksudnya dia akan bawa customer to search, to browse lah barang-barang, to study barang-barang apa benda yang dia nak beli, to look at the merchandise display kat situ lah. Okay, so that is the circulation. Okay, so there are a lot of type of circulation. Okay, the circulation can be horizontal, can be vertical, can be spiraling or circular, a loop, ya, secara zigzag or a free flow lah. Ya, circulation macam ni lah. Okay, allowing the circulation yang work horizontally allow the customer to access through the shop front. Ya, daripada depan ke belakang. So dia with the product display either sides of the walkway lah. And then with an exit of the back. This is very straightforward. Or vertical with merchandise display even more than one floor. Vertical ni biasa bertingkat. Okay. Okay, kita tengok contoh lah ya. Okay, so grid layout between the racks. Yang ni kita cakap yang saya kata tu horizontal. Dia terus bawa terus ke belakang. Ya, ini adalah circulation yang berbentuk horizontal. Yang ini circular lah dekat sini, tapi yang this here is a horizontal, dia straight terus ke belakang ya. So another example is a grid layout between racks. Ya, grid layout between racks. Ini ataupun fixture ya, display fixture. This is what we call a display fixture. And then kat sini dia ada racks. Ya, and then the grid layout. Grid layout ni maksudnya dia ada menegak dan melintang. Macam tu. Menegak dan melintang lah. Dia menegak macam tu. Dan melintang. Okay. So that is the grid layout between the racks. Okay. Seterusnya free flow between the fixtures. Fixtures ni ini adalah display fixtures. Okay. This is what we call a display fixtures. Okay, so free flow lah. Orang dia punya layout tu mungkin tak dia free form kan, free form layout. Then you can easily move from one spaces to the others. Kan, suka hatilah nak gerak macam mana pun. Okay, that's what we call a free flow between the fixtures. So this is another example of free flow between the features. So if you look at the features display features ni dia ada variety sikit lah dia punya features dia tu ya, display features dia. Dia ada yang hanging rack, dia ada yang table, Okay, so another another example is a circular loop. Yeah, dia provide race tracks and then dia circular lah. Dia akan berpusing-pusing dekat kedai tu. So this is another type of circulation. And this is another example you can see as well. So we have a lots of booth here. Yeah, lot of booth. Dia punya space is open space. Yeah, dia buka concession shop. This is what we call a concession shop lah ya. Concession shop ataupun booth kat sini. And then apa benda, customer dia akan pusing-pusing lah kat sini. This is what we call a circular loop, between the fixtures. And then this is another example of circular loops along the fixtures. You can see we have multi varieties merchandise display fixtures here. So the customer dia akan pusing lah, macam tu, circular ya. Okay, this is another example. So for free flow